Is it saying it's a recording on your end? There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So first off, this is gonna part two. Okay, this is part two, everybody. We had a little intermission. We had to pause. Wanted to make sure we weren't having any technical difficulties. But we're back. If you've missed already what Cynthia has shared, the power in her story that she has shared has been remarkable. I've been getting chills talking about it. I've been fighting back tears as she's been sharing her story in her what's initially started as a teenager and dealing with uh, a violent and abusive relationship with someone she then married, had kids with, and just ended the relationship or was able to get away from it about 2.5 years ago. You said, right,
Yes.
Cynthia?
Mhm.
So if you've already missed it, go back, go watch the other clips I may have dropped so you guys can really hear her story. It's been very inspiring, very motivating. Um, and I think just the transparency and the vulnerability that you've shared, Cynthia, I'm very, very grateful for. And my hope is those that are watching it, whether it's teens that watch this that are in these violent relationships, or if it's parents or caregivers or just educators or people who work with youth, um, please like know that it may be obviously hard when you're in the situation, but never lose that hope. And it sounds like, Cynthia, you may have got close to losing your hope. You may have got really close of just like, okay, I just give up. But you were able to push through. You were able to hold on. You were able to whatever that was giving you the strength every day to keep going, whether it was your kids, whether it was your faith, whatever it was that helped you keep going. Like, just know that just as Cynthia has, even though she was in it, what, 18 years?
Mhm.
Even though she was in a relationship for 18 years, um, to never just lose your hope. And so, again, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch the clips of Cynthia sharing her story and, how, and even her long term consequences of not having her two sons with her. So yes, go back and watch that. But we're wrapping up here. I've taken enough of Cynthia's time, and I appreciate you, and I thank you for being here and sharing your time with us and sharing your story. This is only the beginning. I'm looking forward for us to connect again in many other different ways, also. So, and I hope you see that too, and I hope you're looking forward to that too, because I really see this is going to be a connection that not only that I feel we need for our organizations, but I feel like what we have brewing here is something that everybody needs. Everybody needs a little taste, a little sample of what I believe that we can come together and do, even if it's something like this, or even if it's something even major than us just having this interview and sharing with the world essentially. So again, I appreciate your time. So we're gonna wrap up here, Cynthia. Um, what do you feel like inspires you today to do what it is that you do? Like, just if it's just trying to promote awareness, or if it's just trying to speak to teenagers and give them, share them with your story or give them advice, what really inspires you?
Um, so pretty much what inspires me is that is are the teenagers are just it's filling my heart. It's I feel like this is my purpose now since I I am I'm a survivor, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what, I need to get the word out there. And I'm like, I don't want another teenager to go what I went through.
Yeah.
And parents need to also understand that they can't be closed-minded. They cannot.
Mhm.
They need to be able to be open with them. They may not like their partner, they may not like their friends. All you can do is show them, hey, look, this is right from wrong, but you got to let them learn. You got to let them have their mistakes young so that they can not take those steps. Because then they're, again, as teenagers, you just like, you know what? No, I'm going to do whatever I want. You're not going to tell me what to do.
Right.
And you take that route, and then they go getting pregnant because any little chance they get to be together, it's like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna see you tomorrow. So,
Hmm.
it's like it's I think I'm trying to open up eyes for teenagers, um,
Yes.
men and women who are in these relationships now that need to get out. They need to break those chains, and for parents that need to not be so close-minded when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
to.
I love that you said that. Do not be closed-minded. Do not just, turn away or just pretend that it's not there. I think, yes, I think that's very important. And whether or not we feel as parents, obviously we can't control, they couldn't control you at that time, right? You were so busy wrapped up with your ex. So I get it. As parents, we can't keep them in this box, but as you said, like, have an open mind and just allow them to kind of find their own way. And eventually it took you some time, but you did. And as you shared already, you're back at home, and how that feels and how you've been doing what you've been doing ever since. So that's truly a blessing. um what advice would you share with other teenagers?
So for sure, for other teenagers, is do not rush love.
Mm,
You got to get to know yourself first, learn to love yourself, and set boundaries.
yes.
Enjoy every bit of your teen years because you're never going to get them back.
Mm,
And if you happen to know of a friend or family member that's going through these types of issues, don't be afraid to speak up. Call the domestic violence hotline anonymously. You could be saving their life because silence kills slowly. You can find all types of resources on my website, resources that helped me while I was in need, while I was here in San Diego. And I know I'm mainly focused for South San Diego area, but I can truly help you from wherever you are, with pointers and guidance of where to start depending on your situation.
mm,
Don't be afraid to ask for help, whether it's for you or a loved one.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll be dropping those resources, the hotlines. You guys probably will already, if you haven't already, see me posting things about like the statistics and resources. So I'll be dropping that too at the end of this video, so that's there. I will say that what's the website that I get a lot of my research? Oh, loveisrespect.org. Loveisrespect.org. That's where I get a lot of my content when it comes to Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. And they also have a text line too. If you text love is to 22522, you can talk to someone, you can chat to someone. um, and like I said, I'll drop the other resources on there too, and hotlines on there too for anyone that needs them. Is there anything else, Cynthia, that you want to add? Anything else inspiring you want to share, or anything else you want to leave with us as we wrap up?
Um, no, I think that's it. I thank you guys for listening. I thank you guys for watching. And if you guys have any questions, you guys can always, send me a message, whether it's through email or a direct message on Instagram, Facebook. I also have a phone number on there, where I can answer, for text messages. And
Nice.
and yeah, I'm available, even if it's just to vent. It's okay.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. I don't know if we shared that when we were recording, but let them know too, like what your certifications are, what you're working on, what's next for you. And I'll tag her in these videos, so everybody will have your Instagram tag and all of that. But share a little bit more about what we were saying about your certifications and stuff that you're working on now.
Okay, so I am I'm currently a certified domestic violence advocate, but I did go to I graduated last year from UCSD and became a professional safety health officer. Because I've been an expanded function dental assistant for the last 18 years, I was kind of looking at it to help dental offices stay open,
Mhm.
by making sure that they're OSHA credentialed and whatnot. But
Right.
because I'm loving, this is also my passion to be able to help others. When it comes to their mental health. I am going to take that extra step of taking those extra courses to be certified in the mental health part of the of PSHO.
Oh.
So I can then, integrate that into more knowledge for myself so that I can then teach everybody else,
Hmm.
about mental health and how important it is, whether it's at home or in the workplace,
Yeah.
because your bosses can be pretty narcissistic too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't want to let them
Friends.
get to you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so, so yes, that's pretty much what I'm doing. That's going to be my next step, and just collaborating with whoever reaches out. And I want to keep sharing my story, and any little specific details I can throw in here and there. One of my biggest goals is to write a book. It's probably going to be as big as Harry Potter's book, right? But
Oh yes.
hey, you never know. What if we get a Netflix series
Hey,
on or something?
right, right.
But I need this to hit the world. Everybody needs to listen to it, just because it's an eye opener in every way. Just because I went through the different types of abuses that I went through.
Right. Yeah,
So
absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah,
Thank you. Well, thank you again so much, Cynthia. Thank all of you for watching and and tuning in. Whether you watched, just this last clip or a few other the clips, but I encourage everybody to go back again and watch those clips with Cynthia sharing her story. It was definitely inspiring, definitely touchy, and I feel like you just have so much to give, Cynthia. You have so much to give. So I'm truly happy and excited to see like your journey, and I hope I can get a glimpse of where God is taking you next, because I really feel like you definitely have a tremendous powerful story to share. So God bless you,
thank you.
Cynthia. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank everybody else for tuning in, and everybody just stay happy, healthy, and stay well, you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.